Today, I wanted to talk about the dynamic of relationships, right? Because, like, when you look around in today's time, it almost seems like men and women just hate each other, right? Women don't got nothing nice to say about men. Men don't got nothing nice to say about women. You know, you got women out here that got podcasts talking about how they don't want a broke man. They want a man that makes this much. They don't want a man that can't provide. They don't want a man that's like this, and this. Men are sassy, all this extra shit, right? Then you got men over here on their podcast talking about how bad women are and, you know, how women ain't shit and, you know, how women are dumb and they're cheating. And it almost just seems like nobody's dating. Ooh, I got acid reflex. It almost seems like nobody's dating. Everybody just hates each other. Nobody got nice things to say about each other. When you look around, nobody's really in long-term relationships no more. Like, back then, people used to be in marriages and all that stuff. Like, being married and all that shit is dead. Like, people don't even pay attention to marriage no more. Like, people don't even date for marriage no more. There was a point in time where people would date to get married or to, you know, hopefully get married. Nowadays, people just date to date, fuck around a little bit, on to the next one. You know, that's usually how the shit is nowadays. Just a rinse and repeat. You know what I mean? But I got a video that I want to show y'all, right? And the reason why I'm making this because I seen this video just on my YouTube shorts and I wanted to talk about it. So I'm going to go ahead and show y'all the clip that I'm talking about. Give me your thoughts and opinions on it after this.
When I meet you, you don't stand a chance. Because...
What's broke to you? What is define broke?
You make less than double what I make.
Less than double?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not a shit ton.
Okay.
But you should be making double what I make. That being said, it's because I've held broke men down. I've been played by broke men. Okay. And personally, it doesn't pay off. So I won't do it again. And it is what it is. It's not hard to find someone who makes twice what I make. I personally attract people who make like a whole spectrum. That being said, if you are broke and I choose to deal with you, I will belittle you. It is what it is. And I reserve the right to do that. And also, if you want to cheat at your own risk, I'm apt to ghost you. And it is what it is because men who make more money than me, they treat me with that same power dynamic.
You got women out here that want a man to provide and do all this, but most women can't even add value to a man's life. Most women don't even know what it's like to be a feminine woman. You know, most men don't even really ask for much, but a woman that's feminine and that corroborates and that can add value in other areas other than just the bedroom. Women nowadays think that just because you got good pussy and you look good, that's enough. And, you know, you deserve a man that make 6 figures and all this money because you look good and you got good pussy. Crazy to me, right? It's crazy. And I feel as though this is the main reason why men are turning into dogs. When you look around in this generation, man, a lot of these guys are single. And this is the reason why men are getting on their shit. They making a lot of money and they just dogging bitches. Left and right, dogging them. They getting all these chicks and they dogging the fuck out of them because men are getting mistreated because of what they can't do for somebody. Just because a man don't have a certain amount of money right now, that don't mean that man ain't gonna level up and get there. And that's what women be failing to realize. Like, they be shitting on these guys for not having a certain... Like, this is the thing, and this is what I want y'all... And y'all can get y'all thoughts and opinions on this as well, right? I always say, money ain't everything. I don't know why people value money so fucking much. Money isn't everything, okay? A lot of girls be overlooking good guys. Good ass dudes. Guys that's got respect for themselves, that got morals, that stand on something, that respect their lady, that's out here that really know how to treat a woman. But they get overlooked and treated like shit all because they don't have a certain amount of money. But then these girls will look past that good dude and go get a guy that got a bunch of money, but that guy that got a bunch of money ain't treating it right. Money ain't everything. Don't date a man just because he got some fucking money, because that same dude that you dating for his money, that's the same dude that can beat your ass. Girls, all I hear is girls complaining about these dudes with money. It's like they look over the good dudes, get a dude with money, and then they start complaining about how the dude with money is mistreating them. Well, that's what you get. When you overlook the things that really matter and you're paying attention to shit that don't really matter, that's what you get. He's mistreating me. He's putting his hands on me. He's calling me a B. He's cheating on me. Well, what did you think he was gonna do? When you dating a man for just his pockets and what he can do for you, expect a bad outcome. And another thing I don't like is how women shit on men that don't have a lot of money right now. Like I said, just because a man don't have it right now, that don't mean that man ain't gonna level up and get it. You being by his side when he don't have that is the most important thing to a man. Like when you by a man's side when he don't got shit, in the moment he get his life together and get to that point, it's nothing that man ain't gonna do for you. And that's a fact. I just don't like how, you know, I don't like how this shit is going, you know, with this generation. I don't like how, you know, it's just a beef. It's always a clash and a battle between just women and men, bro. Everybody just battling, and it just drives me fucking crazy because it's like the whole traditional thing is out of the door. It's like women, and this is all what Kevin Samuels used to talk about on this fucking platform. It's like women want a traditional man. They want a man that makes a ton of money, a man that provides, fix the car, you know how to do an oil change. No, like they want you to be this superhero man, right? The superhero of a man. But what do you get on the back end? You putting in all this time paying the rent, paying all, but what do you get on the back end besides pussy and a fucking headache? Most women in this generation don't add any value to your life. They're just liabilities. Most women just want to be taken care of. Most women don't even know how to make a decent dinner. See, us men, we can look in the mirror and know when we a fuck up as a man. Like, we're not one of those people where, you know, we're trying to justify our bullshit, or like we hold ourselves accountable. Like when we know we're not the man that we need to be, we know that and we work on ourselves and we grind to get to that level. Women, on the other hand, they don't do that. Most women, they think they're all that whole time. They're not. But most women in this generation just think a pretty face is everything. As long as they're pretty, as long as they got good pussy, they think that they deserve the world. That ain't how life works. That is not how life works, bro. And that's how most women in this generation think. And it's like that with men too. I'm not just singling out the woman. It's not just the woman that's thinking. Like, it's a lot of men out there that feel as though they deserve a feminine woman, but they're not the man that they need to be to provide and protect that woman that they're asking for. It works both ways. So don't take this video as if I'm just talking and bashing women. That's not the case. Because it's like that on both ways. But I notice it more with women. Like, women are in denial on who they are. Men aren't. Like, men know when they broke. We know when we fucked up. We know when we not a good man. And we fix those things. You know, we can have another person tell us about ourselves without us being in our feelings and, you know, trying to rebuttal back. And women are not like that. You can tell a woman about herself and she gonna sit there and make you out like you sassy for telling her about yourself. You can't even open up and explain to a woman how you feel without her feeling like you sassy. It's this new thing now where if a man speak his mind and tell a woman how he feel and etc., he's sassy. This generation is fucking crazy. But like I said, where is all this coming from? Where is this level of thinking coming from? Because 5-6 years ago, women didn't care to date a man that worked at Lowe's and Walmart. As long as he was a good man and he took care of his kids and he took care of his family and he didn't cheat and he stood on business and he stood on his responsibilities, that was the man that they would be with. They didn't care if he worked at fucking the DVD shop or Walmart. Back then, it was more of who you are as a guy. You know what I'm saying? 10, 15 years ago, people did not care about if a man was making $100,000 or making more than them. Women didn't give a damn about if their husband was making less money as long as he was a good man and he took care of them kids and he did what he's supposed to do. Nowadays, everybody be feeling like they deserve something that they don't. I just don't like that, bro. I don't like that shit, man. I don't like that. You know, I don't like that shit. I don't like how everything is money based. Everything is money based. You know, I want to really get y'all thoughts and opinions on this, man. What I really feel like needs to change is I think women need to start, you know, dating men based on who they are. There's nothing wrong with staying down with a man. There's nothing wrong with being with a man that don't make a shit ton of money. That don't mean that man ain't gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? Like men that date a woman that don't got a lot of stuff all day long. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about none of that stuff. Like, I date a woman that don't got a lot of money. Like, I don't care if my woman is making a shit ton of money. I'm gonna help her get to that level. I'm not gonna bash her, make her feel bad because she's not making a certain amount of money. That's goofy ass. I feel like that's childish. Like, I feel like real women value real women and older women that don't think like the internet and don't spend their time being on the internet all day. They'd rather date a man that's real than a man that got a bunch of money. Because most men that got a bunch of money, they cheat and they do negative shit because when they were broke, they know what it was like to be mistreated by women. This is why men turn into dogs when they get the money. Because when they were broke, they was mistreated. Motherfuckers singled them out because they didn't have any money. They was clowned on. To be really honest, there's more real dudes that don't got money than guys that got money. Just because that dude work at Walmart and he ain't making all this money and he ain't on the gram flexing and doing all that, that don't mean that he not a good dude. Give these guys a shot. You never know what these dudes is going to turn into in the future. That's what women be failing to realize. You never know what that guy at Walmart that's only making $15 an hour. You never know what he's going to end up becoming in life. And then when he gets on his shit and get his shit together and then he starts making like 6 figures and he gets a nice house and a nice car, he no longer works at Walmart and he leveled up his life. That's when all the women that doubted you when you was down at the bottom want to come back. Now you want to come back? But I was the same guy that I am now back then. I just didn't have money. Now you want to come back into my life and now you feel as though that I deserve to give you everything that I worked hard for? Fuck out of here. I'm going to sleep with everybody and do everything that I want to do. That's how most guys think that come from the bottom that get mistreated by women when they broke. They look at it like, you know what, why would I sit down with you and have one woman when I can conquer all these girls? Y'all wouldn't be with me if I ain't had this shit any goddamn way, so why not take advantage? This is why men turn into demons. I think it's messed up, man. I think it's messed up. I really want y'all to give me your thoughts and opinions on this, man. And I really feel like a lot of this is the reason why a lot of this is the case is because of social media, you know, and stuff like that, you know. And women don't got no problem putting on social media what they don't like about a man, you know. But we can't never sit up and say, well, we don't like in a woman. We can't say that. Women can sit all day on the internet and say how they don't want a man that don't provide. They don't want a man that's broke. They don't want a man that's like this. They don't want a man that's like that. But men, when they get on the internet saying how they want a feminine woman, they don't want a ratchet woman. How they want a woman that's smart and like-minded. They don't want a woman that's just listening to Sexy Red and Ice Spice and shit like that. Like when we get to complaining about the woman we want and the shit that we don't like in a woman, we get called sassy. We get called bitch ass niggas and feminine. What's that word? Effeminate. So we get called all type of words for saying what we want in a woman, but they can sit up and talk about how they don't like broke men all day. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, dog. That nigga would be rolling in his motherfucking grave if he's seeing all the shit that's going on out here. It's sad. It's sad and depressing, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you're new. Give me your thoughts and opinions down below. Let me know how you feel. I'm going to start making more videos revolving this because I got a lot of things that I want to speak about revolving this topic. Give me your thoughts and opinions, though. Let me know really how y'all feel. Am I tripping? Let me know. Maybe I'm tripping. I could be tripping. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. I just don't agree with a lot of this shit that's going on out here. I don't agree with it. But, you know, I guess leveling up with a man is in the past. That's like a thing in the past. You know, dating a man and leveling up with him, that's a thing in the past. Nobody wants to do that no more. They want to. That's why I always tell y'all, even on my older videos, I used to tell y'all how like women are finish line creatures. They're never there when you're shooting in the gym. When you're grinding, when you're putting in those hours day in and day out, when you're going to work, busting your ass, when you're doing everything you need to do to become that high value man, they're never there. In fact, they shit on you and call you broke and they let you know that you're not nowhere on their level. They let you know. They have no problem letting you know that you a bum ass nigga and you're not ready to be with them because you don't have nothing yet. Let you get your life together. They're going to feel like it's your duty to take care of them. Like you have to settle down. Like, man, it's crazy. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think, man. My Instagram, everything down below in the description. Follow me at JayRocUpNext. I'm out, y'all.